was given these with a pile of scrap, printer cables, you know, keyboard, that mouse, computer wires, that kind of thing. Now this is just the ticket because we've been looking to build our own system. I wanted Technics, and we thought we'd give them a test, you know, and just see. And lo and behold, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, there is some sort of loose connection going on with the amplifier, but the fact there's power going to it means that that's going to be more than fixable. So awesome. Literally thrilled. I looked up the amplifier. Could sell that for about £80 on eBay. I don't want to because I want this. I love it. It's 40 years old, but look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, I just love the fact it's got all the original, everything's original on it. The bulbs are even working. I haven't even had to replace the bulbs. So this is a no-brainer. And also, I've got a tape deck to go with it. It's not actually a Technics, but I don't care about that until I can find a Technics tape deck. This will be just a ticket. So, you know, it's the same colour. We're going to build a nice unit for this to go on. So yeah, not everything you get as scrap is scrap, guys, as we know. And, you know, I'm not savage. If I wasn't keeping this, I wouldn't be scrapping it, that's for sure. I'd be selling it. But, yeah, awesome. I mean, just even look at the switches. Oh. Heck yeah! Hey, curious people. So, you saw possibly in last week's scrap chat video that I was given this absolutely huge printer. So, instead of me trying to lug this through out to the back, I'm going to do what all those people are doing. I'm going to utilise this and try to get the goodies out of it, because once I've removed this plastic outer casing and the goodies I want, then the bulk of it, which will be metal, I can just take straight to the scrapyard instead of, you know, moving it from one place to the other. So I got some new gloves for my birthday off my wish list, which is awesome. Thank you so much. They had no note in with them. Whoever sent me the gloves, you're amazing. I really appreciate you. I also got some gorgeous new safety glasses. Oh yeah. Loving these. You can never have too many safety glasses. I'm always putting them somewhere and misplacing them. I've got plenty more on the wish list. I had a feeling I might get some for my birthday. They're from my best friend. What I'm going to do first is basically just remove every screw I can. Cause I like you still, but then again not lie. Woo! Steroids! Okay, so we've revealed a mini motor. Really not very big for the size of this. Oh yes, that is my idea of those steel rod darlings. It's heavy as well. Very nice indeed. Yeah. Oh no! So I worked really hard not to burst lines on the back of my car. Did brilliantly at it. Got them down here to the bag and so yeah, bad times. So what did we get out of that huge printer other than another big freaking mess? Some metal, some beautiful steel rods, a whole heap of plastic, yuck. Okay, this is all going to the scrapyard because that is mainly metal now and heavy. Bowl of screws, always good. Pretty heavy fan. Oh yeah, and it was always going to blimmin' happen, wasn't it? And not only that, it's literally it is all over me. Yeah, I've got to go do a school run in a minute. It was even on my face. I managed to get that off at least. Okay, so we've got some cordage, which is nice. These ones they'll be singles, so that's good. I'll just chuck the rest in VIR. Tiny motors. I was expecting better, you know, on such a big printer, but that's the biggest one. But anyway, you've got those, and there's a couple of lovely solenoids in there. So that's nice. You've got the gold here on the cartridge. Oh no! Yeah. And then got the pinnage here on this bit, and the little power board that goes with it. Power board, some nice copper in here. The screen and switches. There was a nice, here it is. Another nice switch. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And okay, the circuit board. So interestingly, the network bit is on the same board. It's a wireless. We have got a few gold cat fuses, obviously a gold corner BGA, and some other flat packs and ICs. You've got this chip here, Elcoa. So it's just, not sure if that's just a big BGA. Not entirely sure. So yeah, not bad. But that's it. Of course, I love still, but then again not that. So yeah, that's the printer. Now I've got that to deal with. Ugh. And the ink. Ugh. I'm keeping these ones because I quite like them, to try and incorporate in something. This is really cool. I like this. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, those are the switches that I'm keeping. So that was really interesting and messy. I am really grateful for my lovely neighbours for giving it to me. And yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's get on to some scrapping out some of the bits I've got in the pallet. Oh man. Let's make this into a bit more of a workable space, shall we? It's not perfect, but it's better. And if only it took that short amount of time in real life to tidy up. So, as you know, last week was my birthday and I did get a few new tools. One of which is this bad boy Workzone 500g hammer. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Some Milwaukee screwdrivers. I have ordered some more magnetic bars because I'm just overflowing. Although they weren't strictly a birthday present. But I was giving them last week anyway. But these beautiful big new snips. Awesome make. This make is my favourite. Absolute favourite of all snips. So this is a bigger pair than the small ones I've got. So I've got a few pairs this size. And yeah, these are a bit beefier, which is awesome. And a Screwfix voucher. My husband got me a nice big Screwfix voucher, so that's awesome. I'm not sure what I'm going to spend that on yet. That's exciting. Anyway, some scrap marathon type pallet scrapping. So this is the beaten up, smashed up tape deck. Can I see a make on here? Logic. But I'm scrapping this out because it's had it. I showed you. Well, I'm not sure if I've put it in yet. I did film. It might have been in this video. If not, it might come up now. But some hi-fi stuff that was given to me as scrap. But oh no, it's not getting scrapped. It's getting used in the Sollers household. Is what it's getting for sure. All right, well, that's a transformer behind there. Fantastic. That's what we like. So I'm going to try and do as many metal things as I can because I want to add it into my scrap run with that printer stuff that's in there. Alrighty. And there's the transformer I said about. Okay, so that's just still in the bag. Okay, so not a lot, but I can see some beautiful solenoids. Absolutely gorgeous in there, look. Very nice. I did keep a nice double tape deck out, something I took apart before. I honestly thought it would sell because it was like in excellent condition for parts and stuff, and it didn't. So I was quite surprised, but these are so beaten up I'm actually scrapping this one. I do normally try to save everything, anything that's, you know, occasionally. Oh, that would make a nice sign. Maybe not. I do keep nice sheets of steel for making signs and stuff sometimes. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we've got the power board. Oh. Oh, it's been held in by a screw on there that I missed. Okay. I'll do it a bit differently. I'll go through the bits as I get them on this one so I can move stuff out of the way. Ooh, copper tape. Big IC there. It's a nice ceramic one as well, which is good. This is what I like about this old technology. They do have huge ICs on these old low value boards. And it's just really nice because they're always ceramic as well. Geez, diode central and resistor central. Yeah, nothing of interest to me on here really. No, just a little bit of aluminium and a little MOSFET there. These are quite a nice colour green for creations maybe. But yeah. Okay, so that's that one. And so you always know it's a transformer when there's two screws parallel and you go to unscrew them and they just spin. Basically, in any device like this, it's the biggest giveaway. There's one. And then literally just stops it spinning on you, that's all. Okay. Little encased transformer there. And that will pull off for singles. Lovely jubbly. Because I just really need to get processing. I'm trying to do stuff like the singles and all that as I go along, but red copper, huh? Well, I say copper. This old, I would think it would be, but hopefully it's just heavily lacquered and not Chinesium. Yeah, I'm just letting those build up a little before I tackle them, because I need to get processing. I've got another pallet pickup, e-waste. I think I mentioned it before, same from the school. So I really need to process this to get it out, to create the space. So gotta get going, gotta get cracking on the job. Right. Lovely. Hi little fella, how you doing? Don't you stick your tongue out of me. So I love tape decks. Love them because you've got nice moving parts, mini motors, copper solenoids. Gorgeous. Gorgeous things on a steel plate as well, obviously. So yeah. Ooh. Chisel, 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 chisel. That is the tape deck. What I will do is just cut the ribbon off and stuff to get it out the way. Why does it keep falling off the ceiling? Don't be so annoying. Stay. Cordage. Bit of bothage. Okay, what is next? Alright, well it's not strictly metal for the scrapyard, but there might be some brassy goodies inside. This is obviously like a really cheap little water cooler, but might have some goodies inside. So let's have a look. Hello. All right, darling. I've got the beach ball.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, white.
Is that the colours on it? Well done. All right. Nice big heat sink in there. It's only brass though, unfortunately, but I guess you can't have it all. But I want it all. Darn it. Ew. This is going to be gross. Oh, it's full of lime scale. Switchy goodness.
Lights are on.
The lights are on and nobody's home. Okay. LEDs on here, I think. Looks like it. Yep. It's a little tiny water tank. Gosh. Really small. Oh, of course there was a little bit of water in there. There always is, darn it. Really nice little extruded aluminium heatsink there though, look. Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, I really like that effect on that. Oh. Yeah, it's just aluminium. Plastic? No, it isn't. So what is that? Let's have a look and see. Leave no metal behind. You want the thing recycled, right? Another little heatsink. And not a piece of brass or copper in sight. I told you it was cheap. Okay, so what have we got here? Fan and some aluminium, a little copper toroid. Ian. Yeah, other copper bits, that's about it really. The scrap goddess got me. Oh, with one of my beloved springs. Sharp little so-and-so. Would you look at that? It just went straight in. You know, you can taste the iron in that, don't you? Damn. There you go then, scrap goddess. You got what you wanted. I've paid my penance. Now I'm due some good scrap fortune. Luckily it's only a little one. not as bad as the impaled mini puncture wound I gave my side earlier. That I can't show you because it's a bit too, it's only small, but my God, did it hurt. Like, really hurt. And I think it, you know, only just went in. Enough to make it bleed, obviously. But, whew. And I did that on a broken cupboard handle. Yikes. Ouchie. This is a really heavy VCR. It's a Samsung. Woohoo! Oh, look, I can actually see transformer in there, I think. That is the weighty side as well. Oh, it's actually got a access port. You know you're working with good equipment when you can work on it. Designed to be repairable and accessible. Oh, yikes. No wonder that stopped working. Alright. Well, I need to take the rest off, so. You know when for those of you who were there, the day my son had his operation and I was stuck in the hospital car park, unable to go in, scrapping in my car was something to do to kill the time for 8 hours, because there's no way I was going to leave that hospital. For those who don't know, my husband was in there. I knew I wouldn't be very good at not crying, so I didn't want to leave him feel worried. Oh, speak of the devil, hello.
Are you talking about me?
I am. Talking about the day you had your operation and I was scrapping in the car.
Oh.
Anyway, I never did find that little chisel that I lost. I think that perhaps one of the times that I hopped out of the car, it must have fallen on the floor of the car park. So some passerby may have hold of my chisel. Annoying. Hard to see. Just the scarp port on the inside, but I'll do the screws now. Is that it? Oh, there'll be some side ones. And there they are. I know you've all seen VCR, so I won't do the full scrap. I'll just show you what's inside because, you know, we know in this game so much is different. No two things are the same. Oh, my favourite. Look how tarnished everything is in here. There's the oh dear, Paul, don't look at this. Paul Wednesday, one of my subscribers, is I've had conversations about spiders in scrap before. He's a lovely loyal supporter. Yeah, you do get them sometimes, spiders. Not loyal supporters. I find I get those all the time. But yeah. Right. I'd like to show you the board. Just undo the... It's clipped in. There we go. I know what I've lost. I've lost my... Well, I haven't lost. Well, I probably have lost. Temporarily misplaced my tin snips. Huh. Because they're much quicker to just chop, chop, chop through this lot, but... Nope, can't see them. Okay, here's the board. Same jobby as usual. Some ceramic ICs. Oh, look at this one. This one's got a cap on it. Huh. That's probably a nice little IC, that is. Taller launch. Yeah, I'll definitely have that IC off of there. Look at that. Strange. Can't see which code is going to that. It's like W. W. I don't actually know what W is. Yeah. Have a look, shall we? Yikes, it's full of glass. What the frick is that thing? What the heck is this? Well, that's a pain. Ugh. Well, that is weird. I've never come across one of those before, whatever the heck that was. Especially with like some plasticky glass substance inside that it's just shattered. What the hell is that, guys? Look at it. Really bizarre. Never seen that before. Can't see any gold bonding wires or anything in there either. Don't know. Okay, so usual shebang on there. Okay. So we've got these ports here. There you go. And that's just steel. So that's no good. Okay. Mini motor. My favourite. The head. It's not freely. The bearings in there are not ideal. Oh, there we've got a crane flying here. Shall we see? No, it's not going to undo anyway. Well, we know we're collecting. I can't help but collect those beauties. Alright. State of this. Crikey. Can I get in there? No.
Mummy,
Yes, darling.
do you want to come in?
You want me to come in? Is it bedtime?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go do story. Be right back. Kids are in bed. There we go. Transformer. Oh, look at those fuses. Check those out. Little splodges on to identify which one goes where, I guess. And then got this one as well. It's encased one. Everything's encased. Ooh, that's an orange one. Let's have a look at that. Gosh. Might have to cut it off. Oh, well. Okay. Coded C. So it is a ceramic capacitor. Nice. Could be some interesting goodies in there. Okay. What has got you? Oh, nothing. It's a pretty little black one. course I missed one like an idiot. Ta-da! There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. That's very pretty. That might just have to be displayed all on its own, guys. So we've got the thing that I thought was a kettle initially, until I saw that and realised it was some sort of steam, bush steam thingy-majiggy. So I can see, I hope that is real brassy goodness. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So, first up, what the hell is in here? What is down there? I don't think a cat could get in there, could it? Boop cat. Come in. Let's just be quiet for a minute. Turn it off for now. Oh, look, now I've made even more mess. What? Could be a rodent. Or it could be a rodent that's just in here, or my cats might have caught one and it's running. I'm not sure. Anyway. Okay. Right. Any more? Yes. What goodies does this steamer thingy have inside it? I think all the screws are undone. Not quite that one. Still in there, so. That's it. Right. So. Ooh. I see. That's quite neat. Oh, and some springs for good measure. Ugh. Come on, Sollers. You can do it. Damn you. It's a strong spring. Ugh. Defeated by spring. And don't panic. Yeah. Got the old sexy specs on. Okay, well, there we go. In the spring jar. So, got some brassy goodness in there. Oh, I can hear my children bickering. It's like Tom and Jerry is what it's like in our house. Literally. Tom and Jerry. Tell you what, that's quite a nice chunk. Looks like die cast rather than... Is it zinc? Maybe it's zinc. Interesting. Alright. Well, looks like we can actually get some more bits off and get into it with the... It's got some beds on it. It's got like the heating elementy thingy. So I could chuck this in to, yeah, but it has also got the brassy goodness there. Just make sure that's real brass. It should be. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, it's going to be one of those awkward hold one end and unscrew from the other. I bet this is... Let's try this gizmo jig. Gizmo-majig. Aha! Bingo! So I think this is an imperial thingy. Ta-da! There we go. Oh, listen. Oh, yes. I like. Ready? Awesome. It's like a bell. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's hours of fun with that bad boy. Right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get that brass out now because it's going to be a bit of a... It's going to be a bit of a job, I think. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Alright. And we've just got the valve. Oh, so it's good for you as it is for me. Yeah. So I'll get that out, but I like that. I'm gonna totally make that into a bell. Yes, I am. I'm actually going to leave that brassy goodness in there to hang the chimer off. Hello, darling. Okay, so that was that one. Now let's see if this is a similar jobby. This to me is a bit cheaper. The other one was a bush. Loosen after weight relief of the pressure. Push and rotate. Let's take it all the way back, I reckon. So, got another one. Bit smaller. I like these. I like these. I'll save you the pain of me processing this one in front of you. I love it. It's like a nice scrap potion bottle. Nice. Okay. Well, that's not metal I'm taking to the yard tomorrow, so I was going to test this one. Just have a little look at the lead. I mean, it's twisted like heck, which is never great. I mean, that really is twisted. No, it looks okay, so let's see if it works. Oh, can I fit the plug in? No. Let's take that out. Take that out and put it out there because I need that. Don't want to lose that. Where's the switch? Let there be no light. And it's not a plug that I can get into to change the fuse, so that's a goner. Always want to test them though, because you know, it can be reused. Happy days. So I'll just repurpose this in my own way. Okay. Okay. Yes. Put the plug into plugs. Yeah. Right. Jeez, that wasn't hard, was it? I could, you know, get a little screwdriver and do that, but, you know, why am I going to do that when I can just do that instead? Oh, I like that. And that. None of it's brassy goodness. It's outrageous, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. Money. Look, spider. You're distracting me. Stop dangling down in front of my face. Yeah, up you go. Gee, Sodders is trying to work here, you know? Oh dear. Boy, did I get some footage earlier of a spider doing its thing. Eating bugs. Oh, hang on. Wait. Oh, it's a metal clip. Oh, okay, there's true little bit of cordage in there, but rather than waste my time with it, I do rather like that metal clip. Oh, apologies. Yes, just going to keep the clip, guys. That's the dealio, okay? That's what's occurring here. Yes. And then I get a little bit of cordage as well. Gives me finger ache. Good Lord, are you just teasing me? Are you actually loosening at all? Yes. How long is... Oh, there we go. There we go. And I get to keep clippity clippity clip. Oh yes. You know it must be done. There once was a lady scrapper called Everyday Solers. Skip to the end. Subscribe and love her. No. Yeah. Here we have one of those shower units. So, this is a mirror. Oh, I work with somebody called Mirror. So, mirror events. Now, the quickest, I think, way to deal with this is going to be just smash it. Ta-da! I can hear my 6-year-old daughter singing Adele. I tell you what, that's never a good sign, is it? Soot in an electrical shower. Perhaps we can see how this one stopped working. Okay. Well, I am disappointed they've taken out the bit that's got the brass in it, but that's pretty nice, isn't it? We've got a nice motor. Shall we? And it's copper. Oh yeah. Well, that's... Oh, they're all torque screws. Okay, well, I'll get all that out off camera. None of that's even brass. It's all plastic. What a pile of poop. Look at the soot there. Jeez. Got a switch for some switchy goodness. So there we go. Showing you that there is at least a nice copper motor in that mirror shower. of which I will spend all that time off camera. My job is done. I've shown you what's inside. Right. Okay. BT home monitor. Okay. Let's have a look in this one. Battery's not in it. All plastic junk. I need to get some metal things in a minute. This is not helping my scrapyard run. But I just wanted to know what was in it. Oh, just 2 screws. Okay, well, button side is printed on the reverse of the same board rather than a separate one. Got your screen. There's some gold flashing on that. Yeah, it's actually quite thick as well. That's raised, nice raised flashing. There's a COB underneath. By the looks of things, yeah. There we go. It's just connected in with that. Those legs there. There we go. We've even got some gold-plated pins, but they're terrible colour. So, although the colour on the top's a bit better, yeah, it's not a bad little board for that screen. Okay, and on the board, that looks like a little wireless card in there, possibly. No, but gold band crystal oscillators, nothing like that. Although, baby, you can turn me on. Thank you for the permission, Mr. Switch. Yeah, just big, nice removable IC at least. So that's something, I suppose. No gold legs or anything. Oh, it's not ceramic. Jam. It's plastic. Jam them. Yeah. Boring. Should we have a little look under here? There might actually be a gold band crystal oscillator under here. Ooh. Well now. That's interesting. I've never seen this before. Now that is where I would expect a gold band crystal oscillator to be. Strange. Looks just like a different sort of crystal. I think. Oh, God, gee, I need one of these microscopes so I can actually see. I did buy a. Oh, Lord knows where it is. I need to sort out the mess of my workshop. Yes, I saw Ian doing his tools. You right, Pickle? Okay, so that's that. Alright, here's something a bit different. A Magimix. Ooh. Ooh. Is this an espresso machine? Which way up does this thing go? Oh, like this. Oh, okay, there we go. A remix. Oh, that's a satisfying mechanism, isn't it? Yeah. mechanism that I love so much getting in the way. Okay, we've got more. Okay, let's have a look at this. Weird. Oh look, do a little bit of scanning on that motor. It's totally encased, look at that. Jeez. To be honest, I'd probably just chuck that one in with the motors. Little board, let's have a look at the little board. Wow, not very much. That's it, 1 mlcc. Oh my gosh, it's rubbish. Alright, well that's that. And then yes, you've basically got that unit there, which is just cast again and held in that. So in the daytime when it's not late, I'm just going to have to smash boom and boom to get that out. So that's the Espresso. Whoa. Easy tiger. How about the heaviest VCR you've ever picked up in your life? What is this? It's a Ferguson Video Star. Reminds me of, like, I know it's slightly jumbled, but video killed the radio star. Ugh. Look at this. Rental equipment? No way. Rental equipment. Pearly. Croydon. Huh. Well. Naughty. Steel top. Oh, I swear something just ran in there. Bum, bum, bum. There are spiders everywhere at this time of year. Jeez, we'll see. All right, we'll see. These old capacitors, they're awesome. Oh yeah, I'll be having those. Oh, and look at these dipped ones. Wow. So those dipped ones are probably like the old MLCCs. Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Hello, my little coppery friend. Let me just twang you a little bit. Didn't notice that. Okay, so just be a little board under there, bit of board under there. It's the same board. It's got some more of those lovely capacitors. Brilliant. Okay, it's actually pretty nice. Ah. Yes, very nice. Should we do some fondling? Yeah, so you get the gist. There's no point in me taking the whole thing and showing you, because that's just what we do with all of them, right? Okay, anyway, got a bit lost there for a second. Ooh, just quickly, I'm just you know, getting stuff ready for the yard off camera. But isn't this pretty in here? This see-through, and you can see the copper circuits. And the splodges of gold, of course. Nice. Just felt like I needed to show you that one. It was cute. There we go. There's the rest and the gold pinnage. Well, thin fingers. Not really pinnage. More gold contacts. Everyone hates printers, except for me and some other sensible people. And this old printer has got a nice square motor in it. Check that out. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, scrapyard ready. Oh, it's got another one. Okay, nearly scrapyard ready. Excuse me, Carl. Go back a bit more. I always do that. Not quite go that far enough. I got that out of the skip in the dark. I need to get better at checking the metal. I know, I've got one on my wrist as well, but last night I was being a bit stealth. This is heavy, this printer. The only thing I don't want not fuel line, hang on, that ink line to break will be I left it on there because, yeah, there we go. There we go. Heavy, isn't it? Well, not to you, probably.
No, not too heavy.
That's pretty much it, I think, other than a couple of batteries. I just needed to out of my car. I'm definitely not strong enough to carry that one.
They are the same, isn't they, batteries?
Yeah.
Oh, as well.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, they're empty.
Yeah, they're all empty.
Outrageous. Just don't even look anywhere other than at this piece of paper. No scrapyard song today because I've got a really sore throat, which is really annoying. But don't worry, I've had a PCR test. It's not the dreaded. But yeah. So anyway, what did it weigh? What did we pay? what did we have? So we had batteries. We actually got 29 kilograms, and that was largely that Chrysler battery, which I don't think I actually showed you, but you saw it on the scales. So that gave £13 and 5 pence. Very nice. And then mixed iron, we got 60 kilograms, so not a lot. It was mainly just the printer, mini printers from the pallet, at £195 a tonne, giving £11.70, with a lovely total for that tiny run of £24 and 75 pence. Lovely. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Bye.